you doing? David Qukslvr here, and welcome to another Horseshoe review. In this review, we're going to talk about the Regulators as soon as we come back. And welcome back. We're going to talk about the Regulators. This is a new shoe from Thoroughbred Horseshoes, and this design is going to look familiar to you because it is a classic design of another shoe, but better. The Regulators have all the design features that the M&M Specials have, but more. And what I mean by more is they've rounded the edges, made it a little thicker, and give it bigger hooks. So if you love the M&M Specials, check this out. These are the Specials on steroids. Let's take a closer look at these babies. Okay, when I'm holding them, I will throw a turn shoe with these. When I'm holding these, my hand sits right in there really nice, actually. I do throw the thumb caulk down, and that also gives me the heel cleats down, and that will provide me great stopping power. And also, it will also give me a good kickback. These shoes do hook pretty well on each other because this is a almost a 90-degree angle, and that's a flat catch there. So when you're stacking these on top of another six-pack that's already in the pit, rest assured that these are going to grab and hold. They're going to grab and hold the stake because of the ringer breaker and because of the large hooks and also because of the heel caulks. So that is a great feature. But one question is, how are the centering of these shoes? So we're going to put it on the... Oh. Well, that didn't take long. Let me just make sure it's... That was easy. Almost right on the line. And actually, if I put this on the center, that's going to be a -3 on the Qukslvr balance rating. And that's because these shoes are a little bit more toe heavy. So they're very close to being evenly weighted, but there is just a little slight more weight on the toe rather than the heels or the cleats. But I would almost consider those very, very close to even on the Qukslvr balance rating, but they are a 3. These shoes come in at 2 pounds 9¼ ounces. So they would be considered a little bit on the heavy side. 2 pounds 8 ounces is mediums, and I don't know where the cutoff is, but these are just over 2 pounds 9 ounces. And like I said, you can see there's 2 pounds 9 ounces and a quarter. So I think, which I love a heavy shoe. And then we're going to take a look at the hooking power rating. If you look straight down on these hooks, they're really, really well made hooks, and they conform very nicely to the 1-inch stake. And then we put the tape measure to them and bring it in. It comes to about 4¼ inches. So instead of a 0.5, this is probably a 0.75. So a little bit better than a few out there that come in at a 0.5. You can check the list and compare them to some of the other ones that came in at 0.5, and you might see one of your favorite shoes up there. So that's where they stack up as far as the Qukslvr balance rating and the HPR, the hooking power rating. My guess on flipping this shoe is it's not going to be too bad. I don't think that this ringer break is so sharp and so large that I'm going to have a serious issue with it. It's nice and smooth, and also the thumb caulk is not incredibly high. So that sitting on my palm, I don't think I'll have a problem flipping these. I'm going to guess I'm going to enjoy flipping these. And the turning of these shoes, it's all going to depend on where my hand fits in here. They do feel really good sitting right there, and that is with my palm pad sitting on that hook. And we'll start turning it from there and see if that's a little too fast. And worst come to worst, I might have to move up the blade just a little bit, and I think that'll be a 1/4 inch up the blade to slow it down if I need it. But I don't think I'll need it, but we shall see. We'll go outside and check these shoes out, and then we'll come back in here and we'll talk about how well or how bad they did. Let's go outside. All right, we're here with the Regulators. It's gonna be the first time throwing these babies, and we're gonna see how these things fly. Okay, let me put the box down and we'll get at it. First we're gonna do 10 flips, and then I'll talk about them, and then I'll do 10 turns, and then I'll talk about it real quick, and then we'll head back inside and give you my final conclusion on these. All right, it's going to take me a couple seconds to a couple throws to get used to that ringer break, and I'm sure we'll get it within. We'll do 2 more, and then probably my last 6 will be pretty good. So not bad. They're very nicely weighted. The flip is very close to my Challenger, so I don't have to do any adjustments on that. But the ringer breaker is a little intrusive on my type of grip. But as you can see, on the Horseshoe, I got it. Not bad. They're staying right on my fingers, right on the palm of my hands, doing pretty good. I have thrown shoes with a ringer breaker in. I started my whole entire career with tournament diamonds, but they weren't such a pronounced ringer breaker as this, so not bad. So we'll do got 4 more shoes, and we'll wrap it up. See, those started turning on me because I could just feel, you can see that blue paint sits on, that ringer breaker sits right on there and pokes me in that finger right there. So it's almost like it's coming off, it's almost like it's coming off my hand in that one spot. So it does have the option of teetering on there, but I have to keep it on there and make sure it slides off evenly, so it flips evenly. So not too bad. These basically are not specifically made for flippers to begin with. So it's not surprising that I'm having a little bit of issue, and other flippers might have issues with them also. There are different types of grips that flippers might like, because I see a lot of flippers, they grab it like this, or they put the ringer brake inside their grip, so it doesn't have any effect on them. So those type of people that like the ringer breakers with the flip shoe, this is definitely a good solid shoe, so I love it. we're going to reset this here. I'm going to go ahead and check to make sure we're still running here, and we'll do the turn. All right, that's why I keep checking my thing. I just did 10 turns and I came back and nothing recorded. So I'm going to do 10 turns again and we'll see how these things slide. All right, still recording. I gotta check this, man. Make sure it doesn't stop on me. So those felt pretty good. I didn't have to do anything with my grip, my normal hammer grip, normal throw, normal pace, normal speed of revolutions. Everything was just the same as a lot of the other shoes that I've thrown. So these are very well manufactured. All right, the whole time I was recording, the very first time, I'll be honest with you, I threw my first one to the left and went back a little bit, and my second one went on, and then I started having issues with my own centering. They came in really nice, open, and flat, but I just didn't have them centered. So this is probably my 12th shoe now. No, this is the 14th shoe. So I did have a little bit of testing these on the when I thought I was recording. Oh. So I can manipulate them. The first one was nice and high, you saw that, and it didn't go on. So the second shoe I wanted to throw a little more line drive, and it still opened up very nicely at a lower projectile, or projection, and it pushed this one on. So that's a testament to the shoe of how much control you have over the balancing and everything like that, and the revolutions and changing your heights and stuff like that. So it says a lot about a shoe if you can do that. I got lazy on that one. Make sure we're still recording here. Yep, couple more and then we'll quit. Well, that's going to be a good slow motion to watch over, because it looked like it actually got the ringer breaker involved and the hooks involved. So that was a good slow motion to see. That's what I wanted to see. So we'll stop there. I don't know how much memory I have on this camera, and we'll go inside and we'll talk about them. Welcome back, and let's talk about what happened. Now, the difference between the Specials and the Regulators were these felt more comfortable in my hand, and I didn't have to adjust my grip. On the Specials, I had to go up the blade a little bit to adjust it, and I was jamming my hand up into this section, trying to get it as far as I could up into that section without it feeling really awkward. But with the Regulators, I just held them like I normally do with my palm pad down here onto the heel caulk. Now what I did with the Specials, actually threw 6 of 14 on the flips, and with the Regulators, I did 3 of 10. So it just really shows you I don't like the ringer breaker when I'm flipping. It's really a toss-up to which one I would throw if I had to flip with these. I just don't like them. So I'm going to look at the Magnums and the M&M flips if I have to flip them. But then when we look at turn shoes, I shot a 3 out of 10 with the M&M Specials and 6 out of 10 with the Regulators. There's an asterisk on that. When I was throwing the Regulators, I threw my first 10 shoes, and for some reason I went back after I was done and nothing recorded. I know I pressed record, so I did it a second time. So I had 10 Regulators underneath my belt for my turn shoe. For my best recollection, I did fairly well with them, but it still was not a fair assessment because I did throw 10 before I threw my second 10, which you saw I threw 60%. So I sort of figured them out and had confidence in what I did before. I think I did 4 or 5 out of 10 right off the bat. I finished with 6 out of 10 on the second set. So definitely I threw the Regulators better than the M&M Specials, and these would be my go-to shoe if I needed to go to this shape. I wouldn't go to the Specials. I'd actually go to the Regulators, and we'll see what happens with the Magnums compared to the M&M flips. We'll see if I feel the same way. So I hope you guys got a little information out of these shoes. They're just really well manufactured, and they feel a little bit different because of the rounded edges, and they just have a better all-around feel. And they're balanced pretty close to each other, so that's the balance is not an issue. And the hooking power is pretty much the same, so that's not an issue either. These are just a touch better. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. It does help, and it also will alert you to some of my new videos that will be coming out, and I'm going to get back into this and really start pounding out the reviews. And one more thing, in a few weeks I will be going to the World Tournament, and I'll have more videos out there, so definitely please subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching.